Feel like I'm getting deja vu. This is like a rock war number 2. A rock war number 2. I like the look of those oil supplies. I'd be ashamed if someone invaded you. If someone invaded you. And I ran so far away. From I from them night and day. But destroy USA. I drove up here's a pocket. I'm more bombs is falling down on you. Falling down on you. The fleet is moving nearer still. The stray of home as it comes in view. The oil must flow through. And I ran so far away. The bomb I ran, I bombed them night and day. But destroy USA. Sunny hit, it's a big red button. Atomic bombs come falling down on you. Mushroom clouds in view. Send out a tweet to let you know. World War III, 'cause Israel told me to. All from Netanyahu. And I ran so far away. Bomb I ran, bomb them night and day. And I ran so far away. Bomb I ran, bomb them night and day. But destroy USA. Feel like I'm getting deja vu. This is like a rock war number 2. A rock war number 2. I like the look of those oil supplies. I'd be ashamed if someone invaded you. If someone invaded you. And I ran so far away. From them night and day. But destroy USA. I drove up here's a pocket. I'm more bombs is falling down on you. Falling down on you. The fleet is moving nearer still. The stray of home as it comes in view. The oil must flow through. And I ran so far away. The bomb I ran, I bombed them night and day. But destroy USA. Tiny hand, it's a big red button. Atomic bombs come falling down on you. Mushroom clouds in view. Send out a tweet to let you know. World War III, 'cause Israel told me to. All from Netanyahu. And I ran so far away. Bomb I ran, bomb them night and day. And I ran so far away. Bomb I ran, bomb them night and day. Destroy USA. Feel like I'm getting deja vu. This is like Iraq War #2. Iraq War #2. I like the look of those oil supplies. I'd be ashamed if someone invaded you. If someone invaded you. And I ran so far away. From my
As far as the nuclear threat, the IAEA report from February 26 indicated that they still had enrichment up to 60% levels, which is much higher than civilian purposes, and if they had roughly 440 kilograms at that level before the 2025 strikes.
falling down on you. The fleet is moving nearer still. The stray of hormones, it comes in you. The oil must flow through. And I ran so far away. The bomb I ran, I bombed them night and day. But destroy USA. A drone appears above your head. More bombs are falling down on you. Falling down on you. The fleet is moving nearer still. As it comes in you. The oil must flow through. And I ran so far away. The bomb I ran, I bombed them night and day. But destroy USA.
His last days.
Feel like I'm getting deja vu. This is like Iraq War #2. Iraq War #2. I like the look of those oil supplies. I'd be ashamed if someone invaded you. If someone invaded you. And I ran so far away. From my red, I found them night and day. With the show USA. A drone appears above your head. More bombs falling down on you. Falling down on you. as it comes in view. The oil must flow through. And I ran so far away. Upon my red, upon them night and day. But destroy USA. Sunny hit, it's a big red button. Atomic bombs come falling down on you. Mushroom clouds in view. Send out a tweet to let you know. World War III, 'cause Israel told me to. All from Netanyahu. And I ran so far away. Oh, bomb I ran, oh, bomb them night and day. Oh, and I ran so far away. Oh, bomb I ran, oh, bomb them night and day. But destroy USA.
Only 1 million remain.
Feel like I'm getting deja vu. This is like Iraq War #2. Iraq War #2. I like to look at those oil supplies. I'd be ashamed if someone invaded you. If someone invaded you. And I ran so far away. From my red, from them night and day. But destroy USA. A drone appears above your head. A glowing bomb comes falling down on you. Falling down on you. The fleet is moving nearer still. The stray of home as it comes in view. The oil must flow through. And I ran so far away. Upon my red, upon them night and day. But destroy USA. Sunny hit, it's a big red button. Atomic bombs come falling down on you. Mushroom clouds in view. Send out a tweet to let you know. World War III, 'cause Israel told me to. All from Netanyahu. And I ran so far away. Oh, bomb I ran, oh, bomb them night and day. Oh, and I ran so far away. Oh, bomb I ran, oh, bomb them night and day. But destroy USA. Destroy destroy USA. A tiny hit, it's a big red button. Atomic bombs come falling down on you. Mushroom clouds in view. Send out a tweet to let you know. Oh, because Israel told me to. All from Netanyahu. And I ran so far away. From I ran, from the night and day. And I ran so far away. From I ran, from the night and day. Destroy USA. Feel like I'm getting deja vu. This is like Iraq War #2. Iraq War #2. I like to look at those oil supplies. I'd be ashamed if someone invaded you. If someone invaded you. And I ran so far away. From I ran, from the night and day. But destroy USA. A drone appears above your head. A more bombs is falling down on you. Falling down on you. The fleet is moving nearer still. The stray of home as it comes in view. The oil must flow through. And I ran so far away. From my ran.
Hello?
That's the moral virtue of Honey Badger. When the fuck did I bring in my kids?
You're saying this stuff in front of your children.
What are you Wow. He's weird, dude. He's so hot.
Hey, Honey Badger.
Honey Badger's a fucking weirdo, man.
Bob, he said that, but he's got his mic open. He said, but it doesn't matter. Whatever. So,
Oh shit, my bad.
Honey, no. I'm just saying. Obviously, if your kid can hear it, but he's actually it could have been your kid.
No, I have headphones on, obviously.
Okay.
Hello?
But honey, what's wrong with Trump?
Hello?
Again?
No,
Hello?
Stop. Honey, what's wrong with Trump?
Well, I've already listened to enough things.
No,
are you just listening to the replays?
You don't like it when it is actually mirroring you. You don't like it.
I don't like the pardons he's given billionaires and being a hypocritical person when he says he's against fraud.
Okay. You don't like
Do you
the
want me to name
part
another thing?
when he says that he's against fraud. Okay.
I don't like the fact that he's had multiple rape and assault accusations levied against him by young girls. You want me to name some more?
Are you safe?
Yes.
Honey Badger molested me
Steve
when I was
Wagner
13.
because I would tear that person into pieces. So
See? Isn't that easy?
noticed the trend? Have you noticed?
What's wrong with what I'm saying?
Well, you just sound like the guys that get popped for like weird shit later.
Well, then you sound like that because I'm mirroring you, you dumb
Chicago, it's time for something fresh. I'm John Kitover, a libertarian, and I'm running for mayor to
I
bring.
am you right
You're
now.
literally not mirroring.
This is how you talk all day, honey badger. You understand that?
I think you guys are just lying. I don't.
No.
Oh, the lies.
You literally are so stupid. You call us pedo apologists.
Yeah,
Like we're trying to.
you are.
No, you're an
pedo
idiot.
apologist.
Yes.
You're doing that this is entertaining and all, but can we,
Yeah, let's move
Maybe
on.
it's
We gotta give Thursday a break.
Bob, I have asked him to actually provide something substantive because he sits there and defecates all day about Trump. All day.
why do you have to
All he does is talk shit, Andrew. That's all he does.
No, I know.
why do you have to respond to it?
No, it's not. No. I'm asking. No, Bob. I'm asking him to give something substantive. Well, it'd be the same reason you might want to respond.
I did give you something. You want me to name
but-
who he's
Yeah,
but
part of?
like-
You want me to
like, have you
list
noticed
what their crimes are?
Yeah, but
Here, I'll
Andrew,
list
have
his
you
part and
like
crimes
noticed
that they've committed?
have you noticed how much Crimsonite obsesses with me in the side chat?
And you
Like,
don't-
how much time do you think I spend responding
That's
to
not one that you choose to deal with, and I get that. But I'm saying, obviously, there are people who are going to be ones you might want to deal with, and you'll take them on and go.
it? Like who?
We'll do it. I mean, we obviously
I'm wondering who you actually choose to not deal with.
we've been in both.
That's right.
Yeah, we've been in both.
Like you have an issue that you respond to everyone who is like this.
To that though, that's not what I'm trying to do. What I'm trying to do is get Honey Badger to actually engage sincerely and give an actual reason.
Okay, do you
But
want
do
me
you
to
take him-
offer to do for you?
Okay, guys,
Don't you ever like find a time where you're
Yeah,
like,
so you
this
don't
is-
want me to list the pardons of fucking
no.
fraudsters.
What did Honey say that wasn't?
Look, I don't
even
agree with you on this. I'm just saying that if you think that he's like that, it's just weird that.
Albedo. I'm going to call it a love-hate relationship. I would like to see Honey Badger not be an idiot. Now, if he's able to actually defend any of his positions, whether it be atheism or his anti-Trump rhetoric, whatever it is.
Discuss the pardons. Like he brought up several things, and the response to the stuff he brought up. He brought up several things. Was just like, I don't know. I have to read into it. So what do you want to talk to him about?
I'm saying what else? I wasn't talking about the pardons. I'm saying what else? Policy-wise, what has he done that you want to be? I already asked him that. What?
No, but why can't we discuss the stuff he brought up?
Because I don't know enough about the pardons to engage it, and neither does MJ apparently. So I can't really say.
What part of Trump's policies do you feel comfortable discussing?
Well, it wasn't really primarily for me.
Yeah, name the
It seemed-
foreign policy that you support.
that you defend. Hold on. I just said.
Just
I
one.
asked. Stop. I asked MJ if he could vote again for Trump. Would he do it? And he said yes. Okay.
Yes, I understand that.
Now, so hold on.
I heard that.
It wasn't for me. I'm asking Honey Badger to provide the reason why he is so Trump's a pedo, and I'm just saying.
I mean, he brought up several things again.
He brought pardons, and I would move on from that. What else is there?
Like I said, I've just always, I've even remember him from decades ago when he was on Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous with Robin Leach. And I was like, this guy's just a cheeseball. And then I started watching people start thinking that he might be president. I'm all, who's attracted to this guy who's got millions of dollars and can't even get into shape? Who is this guy? And then I'm like watching him be. Then, hold on, this is my opinion. I'm telling you what.
March
why I
17th, you
don't
can
like
request a Republican
No,
ballot.
not just why you don't like him because he's fat.
Oh, okay. Well, the
We're talking about
substance is that he's hardened billionaires who
Okay,
are
did you hear that, Bob?
Name the
Did you hear that? What we
secrets
just said?
and the bear's
Not
foot
talking
is
about the
caught
pardons.
of a
So, do
natural
you want the pardon? Do you want the substance, or do you want why I don't like
trial lawyer, but actually it's just a complaint submission
as to
act.
why you think
And
he's a
people
bad
just want to
president.
sit here and project their propaganda on you, aka they want to make you
No,
think
I'm not.
that
I've
their
asked you for
opinion
substance
is the
regarding his policies.
reality. The reality is the sword. The reality is the casket. The reality is the gold. The reality is the castle.
No, I don't.
You've never heard anyone say that.
No. I don't agree. I don't
He's all about law and order.
I've
never heard his press secretary say that he's all about law and order.
Yeah, so what's the point? So what's the point?
The point is that he's not about law and order.
Oh my god.
This conversation sucked when both sides are like hyper triggered at each
You
other.
guys act like you're ignorant of what the facts are. It's fucking hilarious.
The law and order president, and so you're saying that he's not maintaining law and
His
order?
whole
What's your
regime
point?
pretends that he cares about law and order, yet he's a 34-time felon before he even got into office. Do you disagree with that sentiment?
That he did what? So you're saying
That he's a 34-account felon.
No, I don't disagree. Well, 34.
Okay.
Yeah.
So he's the law and order president, right?
What is it?
How many felonies did Obama or Biden?
Do you think when he says I'm the law and order president, if he said that he's saying that I've never been accused or
what do you
convicted
think
of
he
felonies?
means when he says that?
You should know. You're the one that's claiming this is a
Well,
problem.
I think he's a liar, just like Bob said.
Oh my
So
God!
Bob said he's a liar.
Okay, now you're trying to say that he lies.
Yeah, he's a liar.
Okay.
You want me to give you the facts
I
of how
asked
many
you
lies he's
for
told as many times as
I asked you for policy. I asked you for
And I
policy.
told you I'm not a policy expert.
Okay,
I
no,
asked
no.
you what policies you support, and you can't even tell us
you-
that. You can't tell us one thing.
You should be concerned about what he's doing for the country.
I don't think he's doing much for the country except.
Okay, what do you think he's doing that's bad for the country?
Hey, Andrew, do you want to discuss Donald Trump with Honey Badger?
No.
Okay, MJ doesn't want to talk to him about Donald Trump. So what is the point of this conversation? Because what happened is that they devolved into insulting
Yes,
each other
because
for
he
20
wouldn't
minutes.
say anything substantive. And
Yes, right. And so now what?
Do you
want to talk to him about Trump?
No, the point is
Then what is the point of this conversation?
I'll tell you. If he gives something substantive, I think MJ would engage.
Okay.
That's what I'm asking you for. Yeah, I do, and I've been asking you for that. Don't tell me about how he's bad. Don't tell me about how he's lying. Don't tell me about how he did the pardons, because we already talked about that. Put forward something that's actually
talked about the pardon.
No, we talked about it. I said that it's not something we're ready to engage because I don't have enough on that, and neither does MJ.
Okay, so then what would suffice as substance?
You think he's a bad Necro.
This is amazing.
I honestly feel like I'm one of those how bad Trump is. President Trump is terrible. If it's just about his moral character, that's not
some
really
water.
very holistic in your assessment of Trump.
Entirely.
Part of it, sure, you talk about his moral character. I'm talking about what he does that affects the millions and millions and millions of people and then internationally. How about that?
Okay. Let's just hear. I want to give you the floor. Tell me something positive he does.
No, you keep doing this.
Why can't you? Why can't you?
I'm against. I've told you
You can't even defend your president.
I don't defend. I told you that I don't have a strong position on Trump anymore.
Oh.
Now I'm saying
you would vote for him again.
But you think he's garbage. No, not just garbage human. And what has he done president-wise? It's bad.
I think he faked his assassination.
You smoked the gun.
I had my roosters when I was like in high school, and I still have holes in them. Why doesn't Trump have a hole in his ear for being shot by a fucking large bullet?
Yeah. You think this is policy, friends?
Oh, wait, hold on. I told you I wasn't doing policy.
No, that's what he's doing as a president for the
Okay, he's pardoning the White House because he's contradicting himself of a law and order president who cares about fraud, as his press secretary says.
How about we move on to something like immigration?
See, you're afraid to even get into the substance.
No, that's not
Sure,
substance.
let's
You
do that.
think he faked? You think he faked?
Yes, he's a WWE actor, bro. He hired a WWE corporate owner to run the secretary, or to be the secretary of education.
Hello,
That's a red flag.
Hi, friends. Hello,
So he
friends.
faked the
Good
assassination.
friends.
That's my.
Well, the weather here in Illinois is about to change.
I don't
About
think
to get
it's
some
engaging.
thunderstorms
Okay,
to
well then you're
come running in.
No,
So I
because
hope everyone's got all your
Yeah,
special provisions and necessary
Yes.
items to enjoy
Yes.
the
Why did
summer.
his ear heal?
I hope tornado doesn't impact your house. This is your good friend John Kitover, running for
Is that
mayor
what's
of Chicago. That's
By the
right,
facts,
ladies
okay.
and gentlemen. I'm about to
I don't know.
meditate
Why
and
don't we
pray
ask a
for
medical
you.
doctor?
I'm going to read from what's called.
I'm not a doctor, but see, okay, well, just Bob was the healing unprecedented.
So I'm reading a book to myself.
Yeah, okay.
From my abusive friends, mayoral candidate friends.
You guys are just
Mayoral candidate for Chicago, Illinois legislature.
What weirdos denial what?
Candidate mayor.
facts.
Okay, which facts? See, you're just so vague.
Okay,
You just shut
okay,
yourself.
so here.
This is why MJ
Here,
was
is it a fact that a bunch of people wore bandages on their ear after Trump got shot in the ear?
Since you brought it up, okay.
Okay.
If you
Do you
look
think
at
this is going to be
Is that a fact? Yes or no?
This is going to be. I didn't examine his ear or watch.
Hold on, that
the
wasn't
process.
what I asked you, was it?
I didn't. You didn't let me finish my sentence. Didn't watch the healing process. I don't know if it was unprecedented
Oh, okay.
or not.
Do you think that's to be expected of an 80-year-old man to have his ear heal from such a shot?
How long did it take?
I don't know. You tell me, Mr. President.
You're the one that's making the fucking claim.
Well, I say no. I think that it's
So how long
I don't
did
think
it
it's
take?
expected.
So how long did it take?
I don't think it's expected.
What? That it would ever heal? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I don't think it would heal like that. No, it's flawless.
Yeah, I mean,
Paying attention to anything,
No,
bro?
I-
Like you just seem like you don't know much. Like Trump, you really don't know much about anything.
Honey, you seriously are the stupidest person I've ever met. I thought it was
Shut the
CM,
fuck up, you dumbass
but actually it's you.
hack.
It's actually.
so Andrew, if you want to talk.
Oh man,
Fucking
listen, his heart's getting all like higher blood pressure, Andrew. So stupid. Like he's getting worked up. Oh my god, he's getting worked up.
Learn about our campaign as a libertarian Chicago mayor.
Christian.
What is that?
It doesn't mean anything.
It doesn't mean anything? Okay.
What is that?
It doesn't mean anything.
It means
Okay.
You'll believe.
I don't believe there's a lot of
good.
Shit.
Wow.
So then you think, dumbass.
Hey, if you're a kid trying to believe that shit and you have Stockholm syndrome so much, I guess you believe anything.
Just talking shit. That's all you do.
Opinion, bro.
Right. My opinion is you are the dumbest person I've ever heard in my life. I'm
Because
so.
you know I'm the dumbest person you've encountered. Don't lie.
Oh wait, why are you lying? Wait, why are you lying, though, honey badger? Right, when I mirror you, I really am boring. I agree.
Oh my god. Do you have alligator Alcatraz merch, MJ, by chance?
No.
Okay, it seems like you could have like an alligator Alcatraz.
Sorry, Andrew, what were you asking?
Oh, what did I ask you? Oh, yeah. Do you think that the healing of Trump's ear was unprecedented and should spark some inquiry, some
Yeah,
accusation?
Honey Badger thinks Trump's like Wolverine, basically. What's your medical
No, I
opinion of
think
this?
he's not.
Sorry, what is it? What is the
I don't
circumstance?
think he's like
Wolverine.
Oh, okay, my bad. Honey Badger
Yeah,
actually
I think
thinks Trump's
actually
ear's about to fall off
he's
because he's 8 years old.
He's referencing to when Trump allegedly got nicked in the ear,
Allegedly.
And what's the
and
question?
then he's
He
saying
thinks it was fake.
Honey Badger says that it's crazy that his ear actually healed up when he was 8 years old. It would have been like inconceivable that his ear would have healed.
Yeah, I think it's highly unlikely that he was healed that
Yeah, it doesn't happen, right?
He wore a bandage for like a few days. Just say it was a miracle.
I believe in those. You believe in those, Andrew?
It's a miracle.
Tell us first.
Absolutely.
Do you know this? How
Like, he'll probably have more scarring than someone who's like 20, but it'll probably heal fully.
Did you hear that? That's somebody who's a little more credentialed than you are.
Who
But you
wasn't Bob?
do come to
It's just his opinion, though, Andrew. Let him go.
Yeah,
It's
it's
his
all right.
opinion.
Just my opinion. So I'll go around and say stupid stuff when it's based on really poor reasoning. And you don't even look into it. So the timeline of the recovery.
You'd have to know, you'd have to know the extent to which his ear was damaged. But even then, by all accounts, it looked fairly superficial. That kind of injury just heals pretty well, usually.
Yeah,
But even you'd probably get more scarring than someone who's younger. But there's no reason to think it won't fully heal.
Well, he tried to
probably has surgeons
Keywords, Mercury, communication,
Yeah, I think he said that he was flawless after 2 days.
forms of communication.
So the injury, didn't you? Oh, yeah. You didn't say
Magus is
right?
represented by the
You did.
Greek
You said he
god
was wearing.
Mercury.
You said
The
that he
messenger
had.
And I
with
said a
wings
bunch of
of
people
pure
wore
spirits.
bandages
See
after
the
he
openings
got
of
into
his feet.
the air.
No.
Mercury bears energy which spreads and
Because that just shows
radiates
that it's
from
cold like
him.
metallic.
The
Honey,
cards
have you done
represent
some
the
kind of
will,
close-up
wisdom,
view
and the
or have seen
word
some kind of
through which
close-up
the
inspection of
world
his
was
ear
created.
since it's healed?
Mercury balances with great skill on the tip of a
Oh, okay. And
surfboard-shaped
you've seen
staff
that it is
and juggles with the
it is
different tools of
healed in such a way
communication.
that it
He
looks
is
like
a genius,
it's not
using
actually
all
the
the
case that he got
possibilities
shot.
available
It
to
was
him.
faked.
In
Okay.
his duality,
How did
Mercury
you make that
stands for
assessment?
truth and
Just
falsehood.
based on the way
He
I
brings all set ideas and judgments into question, which often
Oh,
makes him
and
appear
what you know about how
Energy of
he
his
feels.
arcs, as well
Yeah,
as
I still
solar,
have
light,
holes
and
in my
health.
ear.
Okay. So the
Another
There's no hole for the ear, honey.
gematria with the
Yeah,
number
really.
5 is Baba.
What are you talking about?
Hey, who's gonna dress me?
The fifth key of the tarot is the card
I don't
of the
like it. I
Hierophant,
think
who is the teacher, the expounder of the mysteries,
initial
and the
injury,
channel for
July 13,
spiritual
2024.
instruction.
The injury
There are
was
other
described by
numbers
Rep. Ronnie
associated with this
Jackson, a
figure as
former
well.
White House physician,
Refer to the
as a
diagram of the
2-centimeter
pentagram
wide wound
and its
that
enclosing
extended to the
pentagon.
cartilage
Pentagon
surface.
is a figure that
Okay.
is implied,
While
if not
there
actually
was
traced,
significant
when
bleeding and
drawing a
swelling, the
pentagram.
wound did not require stitches because it was a blunt graze rather than a clean cut. During the Republican National Convention just days later, he wore a large white gauze bandage. By the following week, this was replaced with a smaller, skin-colored adhesive bandage. About 2 weeks after the event, he began appearing without any bandage. At a distance or in photos, the ear appeared mostly intact, which sparked significant online discussion. So, if you're going to say, if you're going to say, plastic surgeons, okay, so plastic surgeons who have analyzed high-resolution photos months later noted that while the ear looks fully healed, there are subtle signs of the injury. Some have pointed out a slight depression or bumpiness along the rim where tissue was lost or repositioned, suggesting that while it looks good from a distance, the anatomy was indeed altered. There you go. Plastic surgeons. So whatever.
Great.
But yeah, but you'll still probably go around saying, hey, look, he probably,
And I'm willing to change my mind.
Oh, good. That's good. That's good.
Yeah, are you?
Yeah, I am. I've already changed my
Oh,
mind.
okay. So you're willing to change your mind about stuff that you previously thought were the case?
Yeah, I've done that on a lot of things. Why would you say something so stupid as that? Obviously.
Andrew, can I talk to you about substance since you have issues with Honey Badger? That he's not giving you any substance.
Well, you can say something substantive. I'm more trying to, because I appreciate that MJ's actually up on stage talking, because he probably feels like not worth getting engaged.
Yeah, honey.
Welcome to All
Okay,
In.
yeah, what's the
I'm
biggest
so
problem you
excited
have
to
with that?
welcome our guest.
So, as far as policy goes, on him getting into wars with countries that attack us, that's him fighting for Netanyahu not living up to his promise of putting America first.
Hello, I'm John Kitover. I'm running for mayor because our city deserves.
Necro's such a liar. Oh my god. Ugh.
Wait, do you dispute the fact that he is actually, fighting?
Imitating Honey, Necro. Calm down.
No, I'm just asking you, do you dispute that fact?
Well, yeah, it's not technically a war.
Okay. Wait, so it's not, you're saying it's not a war? Even though Trump has said that it is a war.
It can't be a war, Necro. Congress has to declare war.
Yeah. I mean, I think Honey Badger's point is being proven every time we speak.
Wow, that was a good one.
He's just like shallow sound bites.
Yeah. But either way, I mean...
Congress doesn't declare war?
Well, anyways, Andrew, I would like to know...
I don't know. I'm just going by the Constitution. I'm an idiot.
Well, Trump didn't.
I would like to know, Andrew, if you have...
That's my point. Can't technically be a war.
Okay, so we're not at war then? Is that what you're saying?
We can't be.
Yeah,
It's impossible.
He's arguing...
What is this? This is fucking weird.
Read the Constitution, honey. It's in English. There's different fonts you can choose from.
The constitutional law professor, dumb fuck.
That's probably why she broke up with you, dumb fuck.
No, it's not, actually.
So, Andrew, do you have any rebuttal to that?
A rebuttal to what?
I already rebutted it.
To the policy
The
that...
president can't declare war.
Would you
Oh,
support?
It's so funny. They put a claim on the table, you push back a little bit, and they get all freaking weird.
What was the claim?
They're a bunch of sissies. You're sleazeball, honey. Don't address me.
Okay.
No, MJ, do you remember what my
I'll respect you.
pointed out?
Yeah, your question assumed that Trump is going around the world starting wars, which technically is impossible.
Wow, this is fucking insane.
Yeah, this guy's on some sort of Andrew.
That's why she broke up with you, honey. Right there.
Yeah, Andrew, do you have a
It's probably over the Constitution.
MJ is not substantial.
No, I want to.
I was thinking.
By MJ's logic, Afghanistan wasn't a war, guys.
Military policing action in other countries and a war.
Well, what's the point of
Like Vietnam was
why use
a war in every sense except by declaration of Congress.
Well, then why use the word though? I mean, don't you think it's like obviously if it's technically not a war, why would you use it?
Yeah, because it's a war in every relevant sense.
You didn't just make Do you think when people say war, what they mean is, like, if there's some technical definition that prevents it from being called a war in American jurisprudence, does it mean it's not a war?
What's the force of saying that?
It's Putin logic. It's a special military
The force of saying it is that it accurately describes what's going on. What do you mean?
I agree with you, Bob. There is something odd about that, like with I don't know.
Who cares if do you think the Ukraine war is a war, Andrew? Well, the Russians don't call it a war; they call it a special military operation. So even though it's total war for the last 4 years, it's not a war, right? Why would you call it that?
I'm not.
But it is
What an insane thing! What an insane thing to say.
Oh, okay.
Think about how our system works here in America, right? Congress has the power to declare war, right? But the executive branch is the commander-in-chief. So if they declare war, they cannot compel the president to go to war just because they declared it, right? Because he is the commander-in-chief. Even if they said, okay, we declare war, and they send that to him and they send the bill, he can either A, veto it, or B, he can just refuse to go to war because he is the commander-in-chief and they don't have the power to compel him to go to war.
The only
Not only that, Andrew, but
none of that matters. But the only reason you would ever bring up this, like, Congress didn't declare war is if you're talking specifically about the president overstepping his authority or something like. If you're making a specific legal argument, then it's pertinent to bring up the fact that Congress hasn't declared war. If you're just describing what's going on, then war is obviously the appropriate term. And like saying Congress hasn't declared war is entirely right.
Congress has ceded the ability to declare war and all but name. I think there are like 2 dozen active things from Congress right now that go back all the way like 40 or 50 years of them giving the president the authority to take any amount and any duration of military strikes anywhere around the world, right? Because they don't want the political baggage of having declared war, right? So they have literally given the presidency the ability to do everything that used to have to be declared by Congress, except the word war. But you want to say they aren't wars because they're not allowed to use that word?
Oh, that's
the only restriction. They can't use the word.
I'm just saying if the point of him asking that is to like make some kind of, saying, hey, look, he's involved in a war and didn't get Congress to whatever the point is he's trying to make. It's just to be specific.
It's a verbal dispute. Oh my God.
Yeah.
No, but I'm just saying the objection doesn't make any sense. It's obviously a war.
Does anybody know, so the Constitution, American Constitution gives the Congress the power to declare war, but does it also conversely give them the power to declare the end to a war? Does anybody know that?
I believe so. Yeah, I think it does, but they can also do it without declaring it, just by cutting off
I'm
money.
not disagreeing with anything you're saying, Bob.
No, I know you're not.
Okay. Faggots don't matter.
Yes, it
Fuck
does.
faggots. Faggots don't matter.
Okay, so romantic dispute. So what's the point of saying if you say it's a war, then what? Where do you want to go with that, Necro? I mean, obviously, so MJ said it's not a war according to Congress didn't declare war. So there you go. That's his response. What do you want to say to that? You said that's too stupid. Well, okay, fine.
I'm saying that Trump is violating that. That's why there's actually impeached over it. And I think it's a very impeachable offense because it's outside of his duty as president. That
Impeachment's like the dumbest thing ever because
it's
never going to happen.
Like, I agree.
It's like that.
Tim, did you not hear what I said? I said I agree that impeachment is something that I don't think is a good idea right now.
It's 100% political. It's just
But
political.
my point is, Tim, is that it's still an impeachable offense nonetheless.
Sure, but like the idea of impeachment was it's inherently political, right? Because it's a political
The
power,
way it's been made.
right? But the only way it ever works is if like literally like both sides completely come against you. And the idea that it's supposed to be a supermajority shows that it's going to naturally be hard to impeach somebody just because.
I agree.
But everyone agrees with the practical impossibility of actually convicting.
Yeah, so like I
agree people did this.
Yeah, so I agree, Tim. Like, it's why I think the Democrats should not run on trying to impeach Trump, because it's just going to be really ineffective unless it...
Impeach him for what?
Well, I mean, there's multiple different articles of impeachment, but they're really running on impeachment as a campaign strategy, and I just think it's not going to work for them, ultimately, because...
Now, what would you impeach him for?
The war that he's going within Iran, because, you cannot have war with declaration with war without...
Yeah, but that's never going to fly, given that, like, a million presidents have done the same thing.
You know what the War Powers Resolution is, Necro?
You can't.
And I think they were impeachable offenses, too. I mean, I'm not saying that...
Yeah, but...
I'm not saying that Trump is any different from the other presidents on this. I'm just saying that, it's an impeachable offense, and it's one thing that I laid out, and nobody has refuted that.
I mean, that's the weakest sauce. I don't know.
Necro, what's the War Powers Resolution?
It's the one that outlines basically if the president were to commit, one of the parts of it is to identify how the president is supposed to act if they declare an attack on another country.
It's never been tested in the Supreme Court and never will be. Because neither side wants it to be tested.
As far as I'm aware,
well,
Congressional Declaration of War is just one thing that needs to be satisfied. That would be sufficient for the War Powers Resolution to be implemented. But there's other conditions you can satisfy so that the president can send troops into hostilities for various reasons. We just have to get into the details of it.
Right, but there's a distinction between attacking another country and attacking people who are enemies. Like, for example, like when Obama went to go after terrorists, those people were not people who represented or members of a country. They are declared enemy by our country. So that's within his presidential power to be able to do so. Now, of course, if you want to get into the things, like somebody said earlier, that every president has violated the act. Yeah, like, for example,
I'm not even understanding what's this.
I have no problem with saying that Obama has committed impeachable offenses, like when he did the drone strike.
I don't care about that.
Okay. Well, I mean, it seemed to me that you were pointing out to say that I'm the hypocrite because every president has done it. But I mean,
that wasn't him. He didn't say that.
Okay. Well, somebody pointed that out. I don't know if it was.
But it wasn't to bring up a point of hypocrisy. It was to say that that's probably the weakest thing you can try to impeach him for. Not only is it practically impossible, it's just not. It's not feasible in any direction. Even if Congress was held, they had, if Democrats had supermajority in the Senate, I don't think that's gonna fly.
I mean, it's
just something that's basically all presidents have done, and it's kind of a murky area legally, and it's
I mean, it is, but still, my point still stands. I mean, that's one of the real things I don't like about Trump as far as policy. And
what's the?
I'm just saying that's probably the objection with the least.
Yeah, what do you say? What do you say about the objection? Or
We didn't ask him why he didn't like him. We asked him for a reason for why he's impeachable.
Yeah, well, right. That's
No.
But or reason why you think is
No, Andrew, you asked me about what are the policies that I agree with Trump.
that you think are bad. Yeah, but
Yeah.
just now,
The conversation shifted to impeachment. Okay, whatever.
But then he said for the war stuff. That's what he was saying. Like,
Yes.
but
Here's another thing about him giving tariffs on our greatest ally, him pissing off the country that's the least likely to be pissed off among our friends. Like, that's completely low. No president has ever done that.
That was pretty stupid.
any thoughts on that, MJ?
I have to look into that stuff. Let's bring up stuff that like we're aware of. I don't know why we're asking.
Maybe it would be more helpful if like MJ brought something up that he feels.
No, it wouldn't at all.
I don't know if he's.
I wouldn't at all.
I mean,
What do you mean?
Honey tried.
I need to familiarize myself with politics again.
No, that's fair. I'm just saying, is there any topic that you know is controversial with Trump that you would feel comfortable discussing? Because, and I say this with all due respect, if the response is just going to be, I'd have to read up on it, then what is the point of this conversation?
Exactly. I agree.
Sure.
So, what he did is there's a guy who's, I don't know if he's Chinese, but one of the guys he pardoned is.
The crypto guy?
Yep. Exactly.
That was insensitive.
Yeah, so you know that, right? You know about that guy?
Yeah.
Okay, I think his name is Finance.
The FCC. Yeah, the FCC barred him from entering the United States. He had broken quite a number of like money law. I don't know if it was money laundering laws, but embezzlement, fraud, and Trump just pardoned him after he had dinner with Trump. Like, dumped money into the crypto holdings.
Yeah, his name is Zhao. He was serving a sentence for fraud and all this shit, and he ended up pardoning him. The president of Law and Order, he hates fraud, right? He's really trying to get those fraudsters. I think his name's, I don't know, I think it's Zhang. Yeah, Changpeng Zhao. That's what it is. Changpeng Zhao. Zhao, a billionaire, is among many wealthy business people who've been pardoned. So he pardons billionaires at whim that serve him, right? Like, this is very simple connections to make, but apparently some people on stage don't really know about that.
All right, well, let me push back
They don't
against
want to
this
know. You
because
know what?
it's
You know
retarded.
what it is? I don't know what.
Trump stated or publicly signaled reason was that these crypto figures were punished too aggressively in cases tied to anti-money laundering, compliance failures rather than classic fraud against identifiable victims, and that the prosecutions reflected a broader anti-crypto posture he rejected. There's also a second layer, which is his political context rather than official justification. Trump had cultivated crypto industry support and donor backing, so critics saw the pardons as aligned with his effort to be the pro-crypto president. Reuters explicitly connects the BitMEX pardons to that broader relationship. Okay, what do you say in response to that?
Well, what's funny is that contradicts what Trump actually said in his interview about that person in particular. When he says,
Yes.
I don't even know.
Who cares? That goes to Trump being a liar, not to some kind of unprincipled take on pardons. Whatever you were about to say, I don't even care.
See, you jumped.
That's a non sequitur to go from that to say that the principals were unpardoned.
This guy is just like.
See, you can't even handle the argument you need.
You didn't make.
I thought I'm
boring.
boring.
I didn't invite you to talk. I told you to shut the fuck up, and I won't address it. Respect that.
Unfortunately, I'm a moderator, so you got to deal with it.
Oh,
sorry, man.
Well, come on. I mean,
he just folds immediately.
I know. It's funny when you get matched. You get matched with the same energy.
I gave you two reasons, and you gave me a non sequitur, and then you went to me.
I was following up to what you said, and you shut me down.
No, you're giving me a non sequitur, dude.
That's not what happened.
It's not a non sequitur.
Oh my gosh.
If Trump contradicted
himself,
it makes him a liar.
Pardon him, right? Didn't you argue that Trump had a good reason to pardon him?
Yeah, but your point is that Trump contradicts whatever those reasons are in some interview.
That's
who cares?
Right. He contradicts what you said.
Who cares?
Okay, so who do you believe?
I believe the broader reasons for why the pardon was implemented, not whatever he said informally in an interview.
He believes the excuse.
Do you realize that, MJ? Trump doesn't agree with that reason you just gave.
Trump might have been talking shit in the interview like you do on stage. Who knows? There's no way to vet that.
You gotta get better, bro. Like you would.
Yeah, he can't.
Yeah,
He just folds
I would love
immediately.
to see you on a debate panel, like in real life.
He just folds immediately. He goes like Ted Allen. It's boring.
Did you see what just happened, honey?
It's just boring.
What happened?
I was starting to tell you why this is kind of bullshit and just fucking talking.
Don't push back too hard against Honey's points, or he's gonna just take an insult against it. It's just weird. Like,
wait until you get into his defense for atheism, but we won't get into that. So Trump, what about the next thing? What's the other issue you got?
Yeah, so what I was going to say is that MJ tried to use a rhetoric talking point that he heard from some. Where'd you get that? Reuters?
Reuters.
Business Insight. Okay, Reuters.
Reuters.
That's fine.
Yeah.
So those reasons that you just gave are contradicted by Trump himself. He doesn't even remember who the guy is.
I grant all that.
Okay, so then what's your point?
There is a broader principle take behind the implementation of pardons that might not be reflective in an informal interview.
Okay, so what you're saying is that it's okay to trump billionaires as long as they align with your business practices and your thoughts?
No.
Is that what you're saying?
No, I'm talking about the 2 reasons I gave you from Reuters.
Okay, why don't you reiterate that to me?
Sure. Trump stated
No, in your own words.
the single reason was that these crypto figures were punished too aggressively in cases tied to anti-money laundering compliance. You can't put like technical pardon language in your own words.
States and the way you speak are so Christian, it's insane.
How am I supposed to put like technical pardon speak in my own words?
The general theme of what you just read. You have to go back.
It is a summary. I'm giving you a summary from Reuters.
I never even heard about this until I brought it up to you.
Wait, so we're not supposed to like address things that are brought up on stage?
Talk on this stuff, but I can't tell you.
It's easy.
It's
over.
Trump. Wait, why do you support Trump again?
You can't last like 5 seconds with me. It's hilarious.
Okay, why do you support Trump again? What policies do you appreciate of Trump?
All of them.
Yeah, you're a fucking retard, bro.
Wow.
Literally, like I think you're kind of retarded.
All right, that's all you do is attack a man. You have no arguments.
No. That's what Andrew does.
No, actually,
Who has Down syndrome, man?
This is what you do.
Andrew, who has Down syndrome?
You're
just boring.
MJ, I don't care
do with this.
about your
No matter how much my news is, I'll change how stupid what you're saying is. And I've done it over and over
He
again.
doesn't care about our opinions, but he gives us his opinions like nonstop.
You find Christianity because you're kind of like someone who should have their heart drive checked.
Just because someone's not nice doesn't mean they're not Christian. Like, you have a weird understanding of what a Christian is. And you're nice. Okay, I'm not nice either.
Not for me.
Who cares?
So funny.
What does that have to do with being a Christian or not?
That's hilarious.
Okay. Yeah, you're assuming to be Christian is to be nice. That doesn't follow at all.
Like rape or
Well,
some shit.
atheists have problems. There you go.
Yeah, I don't say this stuff that you do. I don't say that, hey, without my Bible, I'd probably be freaking having sex with teenagers. I don't know. I don't say that shit you guys do.
I've heard a lot of atheists say, man, I wish I was a Christian because that way I'd have a divine command to do marital rape. I've seen that a bunch.
Okay.
Okay. All right, next topic. This is boring.
Yeah, so honey badger.
Well,
actually.
You bring up a sacrificial
Oh,
lamb.
really quick.
Need some like
MJ.
retard Christian.
Like, I understand.
Just remain quiet.
MJ, can I make a pedantic point really quick? Not, you may have been joking her, but it is Reuters, not Reuters.
No, you're fine. I'm not perfect.
Okay.
I'll admit when I'm wrong.
I just want no, I don't mean it that way. I just mean like it's just widely known that it's Reuters. Just.
I always mispronounce everything.
That's okay. It's okay.
It's probably because you have low reading comprehension skills.
So Andrew,
Policy.
that's fine.
Well, you have to know how to spell and speak.
Oh my God.
Get it done.
Next policy, brother.
So, well, actually, I just wanted to know, because I don't think this conversation is going to go much further. I understand you might think that Honey has Trump derangement syndrome, but what about me? Do you also?
I don't really care about that stupid, name people.
The question is for Andrew. I asked you. No, I didn't.
I said Trump derangement syndrome? When?
I asked the question.
I never said that.
Well, do you think I'm that way? Do you think I'm that way though, Andrew? That
some research and like gave some stated reasons for it. Now, would you, after hearing both sides, would you be more inclined to just say, fuck it, I don't care, Trump's a total asshole on this point, particularly? Or would you say, well, there seems to be some type of justification that Trump did it for? Like, where would you lean? Which direction would you lean more?
You asking me? And you're talking about the Asian case. I can't remember exactly what that was about. I mean, there's some things that Trump says that I don't really care too much about that a lot of people bring up. Like I said before, I really honestly do not care about Trump's like racist comments, his xenophobia, his like all the things he says, the thousand things he says, they're just flat out incorrect. Or collusion with Russia, because that really doesn't matter in debates. Like the only thing that matters to me as far as Trump is what he is doing on policy, and there's definitely things that he does that I like. It's one of the reasons why he became so popular in 2016 is that even though he's a disgusting fat asshole, but he's a person who is anti-establishment, which is why he was so popular.
How is he doing on image?
I mean, he's not anti-establishment.
I mean,
just to be clear.
Well, he's not. So he's not anti-corruption. I don't think that's the same thing. Anti-establishment.
What does it mean to be anti-establishment?
So anti-establishment, I would say, is you're going against the norm of what the corporations, the people who are holding power, what they want to do. And
how is he doing that?
Because he himself, on his own agenda, has been fighting ways to be able. Because like the thing is that the reason why the media hates him is because he's a person who threatens their own security. So like for example, when he talks about like with ABC, when he wants to go after them for fake news, ultimately.
There's like I don't understand. I thought you said anti-establishment is like being disaligned with the regular corporate interests.
Yeah, because
but that's not what that is where he's aligned. Like I don't know. His only major contribution in his first term was a giant tax cut for corporations and the wealthy. Like
no,
and that's similarly